my 5-year plan is this, and it needs to be this.
Yeah.
And for those that have a relationship with God, they're like, God, I need you to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Right. But I need you not to change any of this at all. So I think we had a 5-year plan.
Absolutely.
Or like a 3-year plan where we were like, we're going to do this, 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 and that. And God was like, that's cute.
Hey guys, we are here for the bonus episode that we promised you guys because of our technical difficulties last week. It's fine. You know, we're still dedicated to making this amazing. We're building. We're new at this. We're growing. We're
working it out.
Yeah.
Getting through the kinks.
But here we are. This is actually a special episode, not just because it's a bonus episode to fill in for our technical difficulties last week, but the timing of this episode is special because in this week last year is when we found out that we were pregnant. So it's like our 1-year anniversary of finding out that we were going to be parents. And it's just a special time. So just to look back and see like the little human that we created and we're baking is literally upstairs sleeping is super dope.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, we're very happy she's asleep right now because we're tired.
Not tired.
Super tired. But we figured that since this week marks the 1-year anniversary of us finding out that we were pregnant, that we would look back on the video that we recorded just a few moments after I literally peed on a stick and screamed and grabbed Neil's ankle. I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but yeah, I was mortified. Anywho, so are you ready to look back?
Yes.
And reflect? And we'll tell you guys the things that we've learned and just like, yeah, like I guess what it means now to us to look back on this video and just see how far we've come.
A whole year.
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do
it.
Started off a very normal day. Nicole got me from work. I hopped on a call with the building I want to go to and Amazon and whatnot. And I pretty much got it. Just gotta see what happens. But Nicole and I, we're about to have a kid.
Yeah, we're about to be parents.
We're about to be
mortified.
A whole human.
A whole entire human. A little human.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me yet.
How do I feel in this current moment? I don't think it's hit me.
Yep.
I think I was more concerned.
I didn't believe you. I still don't believe you that it didn't hit you.
It didn't.
More than anything. So right now I'm currently. Oh, okay.
I was so tired.
I think I'm glad.
Did I wake you up to take the pregnancy test?
I slept for like an hour.
Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, you're talking about you not quitting your job.
I think your cries, you'd have still been crying. You would have definitely still been crying. No, I could not imagine. Yeah.
I don't even think you said imagine fully. You were so tired.
I think I am becoming more okay and like more at peace. Obviously, like the first reaction was like immediate sadness and depression because this is not what I planned.
Yeah.
And there were so many other things like I wanted to do this year, and I just did not want a baby for the first at least 2 years of our marriage.
You about to cry.
I was.
And we are pregnant. So I think like after making my appointments and like talking with the receptionist and like her consoling me, like I forget her name, but she's the reason why I think I'm okay now. Like God really spoke to that woman and gave her like a sense of peace to help me.
Oh, I had nails back then.
Yeah, I was like, I'm scared. Like, can we afford a baby? We just got married. We're trying to furnish our house. Also for me, it's like I'm happy I'm at the job that I'm at right now that I can go back. But for me, like, I think a part of my fear as well is like, once you have a kid in this industry, it's like very hard to come back from. And
Wow.
yeah,
He
like
just
I
went
just
back
like
to
I think
work
that's
too.
a bit of a
Literally
concern for
this
me,
week.
but I don't know. This may be the very thing that pushes me to actually start like writing for like my own content
I
and
think
stuff.
it pushes both of us.
So
Like,
yeah,
because now it's like, you know, you're thinking about, supporting the kids, supporting another human and whatnot. Like the sacrifice. It was like it was already a sacrifice because I'm like, all right, we're married now, so I have to think about you. Can't think about myself. But now it's like I gotta think about you and this little fetus thingy is gonna be squealing and yelling.
yeah,
But yeah, I think it pushes me as well not to, not to stay at Amazon, um, and to really push myself to create art and place myself in a much better position. Because yeah, next year is gonna look completely different for us. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah.
a whole new experience. Yeah, again, it still hasn't hit me. I don't think it's going to hit me until like I physically see something, or visually. I should say visually see something. Um, yeah, I'm excited. I am. I am. I am excited.
Was not.
Um, this is crazy. Yeah, it's super crazy.
so to all the people out there that told us that we were gonna get pregnant, you were right. We were wrong. I still don't like you.
It was
wasn't
so
even my
hurt.
fault at this point. It really wasn't. It's Alyssa's fault.
Oh yeah, so it's me. This is completely your fault.
We listened to folklore, and now we are here.
But it's fine. We
We really listened to her. Guys, I need you to understand.
I love people. That's who we trusted with our life.
She told us that. What did she say?
The days in between your cycle and your ovulation cycle,
You could shoot the club up.
because there's no egg up there.
You could shoot the club up.
There's like a 1% chance.
Dog, there was a 1% chance. And I literally told Nicole, I was like, yo, it would be funny. God would be funny if God would just be like, yo, that 1% is all I need.
But what if it wasn't that weekend? Like, what if we go to our appointment in October and we find out that like it wasn't that weekend?
What weekend could it have been?
What if we find out it's one of the days you thought you had pulled out?
That'd be crazy. If it is, it is. We learn.
Nicole, I hope
Yo.
you watch this video back that you are already making your appointment for your Paracard, because after this we're waiting 2 years.
Oh yeah. There's no back to back.
No.
No Drake.
Nah,
Not doing
definitely
that.
not.
We may wait 3 or 4.
Listen, I'm already tired. I think I'm also tired because I literally got 2 hours of sleep. So I need
I
you
knew
to
it was
sleep
2 hours.
again. Don't sleep on this couch.
I'm so stressed.
We're gonna be fine. What a beautiful life.
What an interesting life. Never goes as planned.
Yo, you were hurt.
I
Annie, you were
was.
right.
I really was. I'm
Anyway,
annoyed with myself, but wow.
for you,
Mm-hmm.
right, looking at that video, what
Mhm.
are some of the things that come to?
We were babies.
Yeah.
That's one. Like I just look at like the immaturity, like not even just in like how we looked, but like just in how we feel in that video. And I'm not saying that, we were just dumb and blind getting
Mhm.
married, but I just look at how God has presented opportunity after opportunity for us to grow in this last year. and we are totally not the same people that we walked into this house as, nor are we the same people that we were when we found out that we were pregnant. We're not the same people at all. Like, they're just, to me, in a way, like, they're just distant. Like, that, watching that video feels like it was so
like
long ago.
years ago.
Even though it's crazy to think that like a year has flown by, like, those people feel so far away from who we are right now.
I look back at that and I'm just like, that was such a great day. Right? Because I felt like God was just lining up certain things. So
for sure.
One, having a meeting with a manager that the building I'm at right now, having that meeting and him pretty much being like, yeah, well, I'm gonna hire you. You can come over, you can transfer. Because Nicole and I talked about this, and there's no way that I think our marriage stays healthy and consistent if I stay at that same job that I was at. So that was great.
Yeah.
So that happened in the morning. And then Nicole goes to take the pregnancy test. And although in the moment we were just like, what did we just do?
Yeah.
How are we raising anybody's kid? We ain't got the money like that. But God was just opening doors right there. So that was a really great day. And I think
looking back,
life was never the same after that day.
Absolutely.
Like, it could not go back to the same. Like, everything was so different after that day.
Yeah. Like, I immediately got sick.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of days later, Neil transferred jobs pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think at that point, that was one of the seasons of my life. Well, more so of this marriage, I can say, where I had to learn how to depend on somebody else, which was very difficult for me because I'm not used to depending on anybody. I'm used to being very independent. So having to really like depend on my husband and learn what it meant to have a helpmate, because like that first trimester, like a lot of was very difficult for me. A lot just sped up from there. But like outside of that first trimester being very difficult, second trimester was beautiful. The third trimester was hard in some points, but it also was beautiful in others. So yeah, like you said, it kind of just like, it felt like everything sped up from there. But I think more than anything, I learned that God was faithful.
Yeah.
So another reason why this is such a monumental memory for me was because our church was in the middle of Pray 21. So we have like twice a year, our church does 21 days of prayer. And we were just starting out the same way we are this week. Like, this is our first week of Pray 21.
Yeah.
And so it was our first week of Pray 21, the day that I found out that we were pregnant with Nova. And I remember like just feeling so uneasy. Like, you can see in the video, you can hear my voice. I was so uneasy. I was so like worried and just filled with anxiety and angst. And that same day, Pastor Josh from the other campus, he talked about peace, like the peace of God.
Yeah.
And that was the day, like, I was in my closet. I used to do like my devotions in my closet in our bedroom. And I remember like feeling like God met me there in that moment. Like when I was doing my Devo that day, listening to Pastor Josh's sermon. And for the first time, it felt like I encountered peace.
Yeah.
For the first time, it felt like, oh, this is what peace feels like to me. So anything else that I thought I had experienced before wasn't even close. And I remember God promising me, like, not only am I going to give you peace in this pregnancy, but I'm also going to give you rest. And outside of like just lifing occasionally, I had a pretty restful pregnancy. Like, I slept a lot.
Yeah, you did.
A lot.
I was happy for you.
Yeah, like I wasn't tired or anything like that. Like even that first trimester, I slept all the time. So just to look back and see like, yeah, how faithful God was and still is, And now like we're praying for even bigger things in this Pray 21. So yeah, for me, it's just like, I think you call them like pillars or monuments of like God's faithfulness. Like this video is literally like a pillar for me of God's faithfulness and just how far he's brought us. And yeah, like if there's nothing else that I know for sure is that God is real and he keeps his promises, because he kept every single promise that he made to me in that day in that closet. So yeah.
Again, and it's the fact that this wasn't something that we were trying to do. It wasn't necessarily something that we wanted at the time. Like we thought about having kids, but not ever that soon.
Yeah.
But it's very on brand for God to do it, because even while we were dating, we just kept hearing God saying like, yeah, I'm expediting. And we're like, cool. Yeah. We're dating now, expedite. We're engaged now, expedite. Like we're married now, expedite. And then it's like, baby, we're hold up. Wait, hold up. Don't go there.
That's too fast. What are you talking
But yeah, no, I think it is God's way of definitely maturing us and allowing us to, just grow deeper and greater in our connection being married. So I don't regret any of it. I think Nova has been by far the like greatest experience ever.
I agree.
Like even when I was holding her today, so Nicole went back to work today. So it was just me, Dolo, with Nova for what felt like 24 hours.
Yeah.
But now I was just looking at her. I was just like, wow. Like I have moments like that where I just look at her. I'm just like, wow. Like you're really my child.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, you're really my child. Like it's really crazy.
Yeah. I had that yesterday when she grabbed my face to give me a kiss. I was like, you love me?
You love me? Do you even know what love is? It's all right. Shh, don't answer it.
But you love me? Oh. She's the cutest.
I love her so much. Yeah, we wanted to put out this very short video.
Yeah.
Because of the issues that we had, but also just being transparent and just sharing a moment that is very near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah.
We record videos like when something major happens.
Yeah.
We have a couple in the stash.
Yeah.
Y'all just seeing one of the videos. But I'll do it. We'll still do it. What have you learned?
I feel like that's a loaded question when it comes to this, because I've really been outspoken about this. So I guess it's like the first time like I'm saying this out loud. So that means if this goes in reverse, that I got to take it up with God. Don't take it up with me. But I think it was October. It was catalyst of October when Chandler came to our church. And I don't really remember like what was being said or anything like that, but like anxiety left me. And like I've struggled with anxiety for a very long time.
Yeah.
To the point where like in the thick of experiencing anxiety, like I would be like in the corner shaking somewhere. Like there have also been times like during the pregnancy where Neil would have to wake me up from my sleep because I was having a panic attack or an anxiety attack in my sleep. But that catalyst, I literally felt it leave my body. And I was like, okay, God, like I know like you promised me peace and you promised me rest. Are you also promised me like healing? Like I'm healed of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like what is that? And after that, like I remember feeling a new layer of peace on top of that. So to be healed of something that had crippled me, not just mentally and emotionally, but physically, for 20 years of my life. And it got worse when I like moved out and was on my own and pursuing my purpose. To know that God would use something that I was worried about and was anxious about to heal me of an ailment that I had struggled with for a long time. what I learned is that God will use the unfamiliar to do something miraculous in your life.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just have to be willing to go out of our comfort zone to witness the miracles that he's still capable of doing. Because, yeah, he used a horrible trimester. I literally pushed that catalyst to like go. I was like, okay, I haven't been feeling well all week, but I'm excited about like this night. Like I'm excited about like this worship night. And I don't know, even like I just remember like telling, I think I told you, I was like, yo, whatever happens, happens, whatever. But yeah, like I was prepared to get sick. I was prepared to like have to sit down or whatever. But God used that moment of me pushing to heal me of something that I didn't think I would ever be healed from. Honestly, I never thought I would be healed from anxiety. I thought like it would evolve over time and that I would like learn new ways and new tools of how to fight it or whatever the case may be. But yeah, like to be healed of it completely. Now, do I still worry about certain things? Yeah, but it's like trivial stuff. Like my worry doesn't look the same at all. It's just Nicole being a control freak at this point.
What?
Shush. But
Control.
as far as like full-blown anxiety attacks, no, like I'm healed.
Yeah.
Like healed and still healing, but I'm healed. And yeah, like to see that in fruition, like I learned to get like, yo, don't take God's like hand for granted. Like, yeah, like waking up every day, I think sometimes we take that for granted and we just forget like, oh yeah, he's still capable of performing miracles that we forget about. So I hope that answered that.
I feel like it did.
Okay. What about you?
I think for me, it's expect the unexpected. I think a lot of times we're like, my 5-year plan is this, and it needs to be this.
Yeah.
And for those that have a relationship with God, they're like, God, I need you to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Right. But I need you not to change any of this at all. So I think we had a 5-year plan.
Absolutely.
Or like a 3-year plan where we were like, we're going to do this, 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 and that. And God was like, that's cute. And we could have been super angry in that season. We could have been down in that season because our plans didn't go the way that we planned it out and we mapped it out and whatnot. But God knew that we would need to go through this experience. God knew that one, it would heal like parts of our marriage, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So like, I think even the way that we started like arguing and having conversations and stuff like that changed once we found that out, you know what I mean? Like how you became softer and how I became softer and speaking to one another just changed once we found out like, yo, Nova's about to be here. And it pushes us to one, think about the future in a different type of way. Definitely invite God in on that. More so now. And I think we've always been like, yo, like God, you know what I mean? Like our hands are open, you know, open to receive and open for you to like take whatever it is that you need to take. But yeah, just trusting God, man. Like we still have some things that were like, you know, 5 years, 4 years, like God. But know how God be rocking.
So as Neil said, our hands are open. Our hands are open, not just to receive, but also to let go of and just release as well. So
I agree. So guys, we thank you for watching this episode and watching this video with us. It's very near and dear to our hearts. So yes, the music that you are hearing is from our good brother, Kadeem Nichols.
Our good brother, Kadeem Nichols. Can you just say his name?
All right. Until next time, be sure that you're in community and doing life with people.
And remember, the most important relationship that you have is the one that you have with yourself and God. Until next episode, we love you. We'll see you then.
Guys, we thank you for tuning into this episode and watching a very sensitive and near and dear video.
Think.